Call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, a willing and Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl done now. Look, I have a topic that I've been thinking about for the past couple days, and I have Marc on the call with me, and he's going to help me kind of dive into this. Hey Marc, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's doing well. I'm going well. I'm so grateful to have you here. Today I really want to talk about how to and when to order adult diapers for hotel stays. I feel like you can share a wealth of information for my audience. So let's dive into this. Like, how do you order and how long in advance?
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing I want to say is that you don't want to like the reason that you send diapers to a hotel that you're going to stay in for a couple days is because it takes up all of your luggage otherwise. So that's the reason why. I do think that you should have diapers in your carry-on though, or with you. In addition to that, like you can't just like wait for that. So a couple, or depending on how many you can fit, like have that in there too. But this is like if you're going to say like multiple days, like 4 or 5 days, it adds up pretty quickly. So having them shipped right to the hotel, best way to do it. There is timing, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big deal. There's one cheat kind of way to do it, which is Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Amazon Prime isn't as good as it used to be as far as like knowing when things are going to be. But like if you do 3 or 4 days, you'll have it. If you end up shipping it to the hotel, and it gets there before you get there, they will hold it. And you can always call them too and say, like, because you'll know in Amazon when something arrives. So you can call and
Right.
say, hey, I'm coming in, it came in early, et cetera. They're really used to that. I think most people don't ship things to hotels, so they don't know that.
Right.
Like I've been in like the different professional settings where I've had to use hotels a lot. And in that instance, like people send stuff to hotels all the time. So it's really normal for them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
but I
you,
wouldn't,
I'm sorry to
yeah,
jump right in. So
sure.
Prime, and like you said, they will tell you your item has your package has arrived. So Prime is a great example of how to ship, getting it to where you want to be at the hotel. Um, Now, once it's there, is it still in that discrete Amazon shipping or how, because that's going to take a lot of storage space for the hotel. Is it still discrete or do they take it out the box?
I've never had anyone take it out of the box. I mean, people send stuff in boxes all the time, and they have a whole room dedicated to this kind of stuff. So like, it's not something like it's really common. Like, think of like every trade show that exists. Like people send their trade show paperwork and their flyers and stuff like that. If there's a show that's nearby or someone's staying in a hotel, there could be hundreds of people shipping things. So like your one box is no big deal. I
Mm-hmm.
will say though that I've recently had experiences specifically with samples from Amazon where they've just taken the diapers and put it in a clear plastic wrap and put a sticker on
Wow.
it and mailed it. Yeah. So,
Wow.
um,
Not discreet
yeah,
at
I was like,
all.
no, no. I mean, it doesn't matter at my house, obviously, but
Right.
I could imagine in certain instances that would be good. So that's a sample. But like when it comes to like bags or cases or something like that, then yeah, I think that they've always come in a box. You should be
Okay.
fine.
And the hotel, the what is that? The front desk will ring up to your room if it arrives while you're in your on still on your hotel
While you're
location.
there,
Okay.
yep, yep. And then you can always go and check in anytime and ask, if they've got anything, or call down. Like that's no problem either. And then, once you have them, then you can, go upstairs and, put them out however you put them out.
Right.
And then I would still say that like, bring the things that take up least amount of space or like things like wipes and, uh, anything else like powder potentially if you have that.
Mhm.
I would say that like one of the things that I'm paranoid about when I go to hotels is like I definitely go to sleep with either a booster pad
Mhm.
or something else. Like not so much I used to do plastic pants, but like now pretty much a booster pad at night is my thing. I know some people put down the mats. I don't know
Mhm.
about the mats though. Like you're gonna still, I don't know. It
Yeah.
could still leak.
Yeah, and then you
And
have to travel with it. If you would have to travel with it, or would you just toss it away if you have a non-disposable pad?
if you're non-disposable pad, yeah, yeah, anything non-disposable, you're gonna have to bring back. So I mean, like, you're good luck. I mean, I think that bringing a bunch of shopping bags is not a bad idea.
Mhm.
Depending on how you do things, just to give you like trash cans. at hotel rooms and diapers just don't mix. Like I
No.
end up asking people, like if you ask the people who are cleaning the rooms if you can get like one of the like another big garbage bag, they'll give them to you. I've frequently done that.
Okay.
You don't want the little cans because like
They're
one diaper and you're
tiny.
almost like, yeah, yeah. I've a bunch of instances where there's like a pile of diapers on top of a little can and it's terrible.
It's ridiculous because there is no closure on it either. So any odor
Right.
will just find its way out. And like you said, I think one adult diaper is going to fill that whole bin up because it's teeny weeny weeny. It really is tiny.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that, especially when it comes to the one in the living quarters of a hotel room. That should be
Yep.
larger
It
because
holds almost nothing.
is the exact same size as the one in the bathroom, which, like you said, holds
Yep.
absolutely nothing. I appreciate your tips on that, and even getting into the timing and calling down to the front desk and talking about your experience that you've had when you've
There's a
purchased a
few
sample.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a few cities too. Like if you're in Atlanta or boy, I'm trying to think Atlanta, Boston, Seattle, Chicago,
Mhm.
Las Vegas is the obvious one for me. Those all have really like better than average adult diaper stores
Mhm.
that sell like more of the like higher quality, higher volume diapers. I would consider that too. So maybe just typing like adult diaper plus the city that you're going into might be a valuable to consider. You might be
Mhm.
able to just swing past it. Like I know. Like changing times in Las Vegas is one I've been to like a dozen times. They're really great. They have like everything essentially,
Right.
and then it's just like kind of you can grab it on the way you want to grab it and not have to worry
Mhm.
about sending it somewhere.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me ask you this quick question. Housekeeping. Do they ever, once you've purchased your big packets in, where do you hide it in the hotel room? And are you concerned about being discreet while you're in your hotel room?
I'm not, I guess, mostly because I don't know I don't know how to be discreet because I end up with the used diapers in there anyway. Like it's not
Right.
like it's going to be a secret that you're in diapers or someone's in diapers in that space. So yeah, I usually just put them in the drawers,
Okay.
you know,
I've never
or I
used
have
the
them.
hotel drawers. I've never opened them up. Never ever.
Yeah, I don't really you just work out of the bag most of the time too.
Uh huh.
That's why the only thing I ever end up putting in there is the diapers. They just take up so much space. I
Yeah.
mean, you could have a pile of them, I guess, but like, I don't know. That's just like really calling attention to it. But I mean, it's not any more calling attention to it than a little garbage can filled full of much bigger diapers than they're used to seeing. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I also probably think they've seen it all and they don't care. That's often my same thing with like uh doctors and seeing people like wearing an adult diaper like they're not phased like
Mhm.
they've seen everything there's probably in a similar way it's not going to like be I mean it's like slightly unusual maybe but it's probably depending on how long they've done it something they've seen before.
And you know what? I agree with seeing so many different things, and also the fact that they're so incredibly busy that
Yep,
they
they're
don't
just doing
have.
it.
Right, you just want to get in and out because you have another person to check into that room, or even if you still have a few more days on your stay, they just want to get in and go on to another room and get their job done. So I don't know if
I
they're.
guess maybe if you were worried about that or that's something that would keep you like give you make you tense,
Mhm.
consider all white diapers. That might be another level. I mean if
Yeah.
it's like they problem I'm sure they see diapers all the time. I'm sure they see adult diapers some of the time. Adult diapers and prints is probably the thing they see the least amount of.
That's true.
So if you just want to fly under the radar, but again, they're just doing a job. You're not doing anything that's crazy. Like you're just doing what you need to do.
Right.
It's just really it's not people I don't know. It should be it should be pretty straightforward. I got over it pretty quickly, and now like I go to a hotel room and there's some in the drawer, but there's probably some stacked. I have a bigger garbage bag there. It's got diapers inside of it. I mean, if anybody was curious, they would be. It's pretty obvious that the
But
person in this room
but
is in diapers.
But on another note, and we're gonna wrap this up. On another note, when I've purchased from Changing Times in Las Vegas before when I visited a couple years back, and they have the discreet black covered.
Black
plastic bag.
bags, yeah.
Yes, and I can't say I'm sure. Okay. However, I would think that they may have those in the larger sizes. That if you have
They
a
do.
pack, right? If you have a pack of adult diapers, and you had that in your room, and you kept it in the plastic black bag, I can't see why housekeeping would go through like snooping through, like, oh, let me see what's inside this plastic bag. Let me see what's there. I can't see why they would want to do that. And the only concern you would have if you're really concerned about being discreet would be simply how do you dispose? And that's simple because you can easily on the way out, if you chose to, put it in another plastic bag and just toss it on the way out. Most of the times when I'm in hotels, the housekeeper is still in the hallway. If you're heading out early in the mornings or like mid morning, they're still cleaning the hallways, cleaning the rooms. I'm sure you can easily have it tied and drop that right into their garbage bin.
Cart.
Yeah, the cart
Yeah.
itself, and that's the simplest way
I've done that.
to
Yeah.
alleviate any
Yeah.
concerns.
Yeah, but again, like I think of all the things I said, that the one thing I really want to hammer home is the fact that like if you're in a different situation than you're normally in because you're in a hotel and you're not sure, maybe you're staying out normally that later than you normally do. Like the booster pads are, even if you don't normally do booster pads, it's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
It takes one time in your life of going to a hotel and having to have someone come up and change your sheets to make you make sure that you do booster pads from that point on. So
Yeah, that's a
speaking from
great.
experience,
That's I mean that's a great point to bring up. Always, and they don't take up pretty much any room.
very easy to carry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so convenient. All right, thank you so much, Mark. I am so happy that you were able to stop by and share some knowledge with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll talk later. Okay? Bye.
Thanks.
Okay.
Call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing